On Christmas Eve 1999, an Indian Airlines plane that was flying from Kathmandu to Delhi was hijacked by five Pakistani men and flown to Kandahar in Afghanistan. The hijackers killed one of the Indian passengers on board and demanded the release of several Pakistani terrorists who were being held in Indian custody at the time. After 6 days of negotiation, the Indian government was forced to release three of those terrorists. One of them was a man named Masood Azhar. In this story, I investigate how Masood Azhar, this chubby cleric who was sort of so unfit that he couldn't complete a terrorist training camp when he was in his 20s, how this guy went from being an obscure figure to becoming India's most wanted and being declared as a global terrorist by the United Nations. He's a fiery speaker, and his release after this hijacking, which was publicized all over the world, gave him a certain aura in Pakistani society that ultimately led Pakistan's intelligence service to choose him as their most favored asset. In February last year, a suicide bomber from the Jaish carried out an attack on an Indian security convoy outside Srinagar in Kashmir. More than 40 Indian troops were killed. India responded to this by sending its fighter jets into Pakistani airspace and bombing a Jaish terrorist camp in Balakot. Pakistan retaliated the day after by carrying out a limited air raid of its own. And fortunately, the situation didn't escalate beyond this point, but it demonstrated to the world how Pakistan's use of terrorism to wage war against India could lead to a full-blown military conflict between the two neighbors. The Jaish has been out of the news since then, but who knows for how long. India's recent decision to revoke Kashmir's semi-autonomous status means that outfits like the Jaish are going to continue to plot attacks against India because Pakistan is unlikely to give up its ambition to try and wrest Kashmir from Indian control. As for Azhar, it's unclear where he is at the moment, although a Pakistani minister said last year that Azhar was very sick and was in hospital, but it remains to be seen whether he will ever be brought to justice.